This is the Mini EPO 800mm glider from HobbyKing. It is made to have a motor in the front, but I wanted to use it for slope soaring, so I installed a scratch-built foam nose cone instead. It has ailerons, elevator, and a rudder, but I didn't install a rudder servo, so I only have 2 channels. The wing and fuselage have nylon rods for strength. I'm running a 700 mAh 2S LiPo to power the receiver and servos. It uses 6-gram microservos. I had to add some rocks in the nose to get the balance right. The main drawback is that there are no build instructions, so you kinda have to figure things out on your own. The hardest part is the elevator mechanism. It fits together like this. I was pleasantly surprised by this airplane's glide slope. It is very efficient for a plane of its size. As you can see here, it'll glide about 100 yards and only lose about 15 feet of altitude. This was the first real slope soaring test flight. It was done on the cliffs above the University of Utah. Here we have a Skywalker Falcon that did not fly because the control surfaces didn't really work that well. And it was really windy.
I won't turn. That was the exact same thing that...
To my surprise, the EPO 800mm glider handled the wind pretty well. Within seconds I was doing loops and rolls. I'm confident that with a little ballast, it could handle even more wind.
Go for it. Woo!
Next, I took it to this big hill above the paragliding park at Point of the Mountain, Utah. Unfortunately, there was barely any wind. Yet, the slight breeze still offered enough lift to fly for a couple minutes at a time, due to how steep this hill was. This just goes to show how efficient of a glider this is. Occasionally the wind would die, and I would just work my way down the mountain, doing little short flights at a time. Here's another flight above the University of Utah. This time, unfortunately, the wind was pretty minimal, but it was still just barely enough to stay in the air for a couple minutes at a time. I glued the Mobius camera to the bottom, and it made the glider fly very smoothly. This plane would be really good for beginners, except for its stall characteristics. If you don't have enough airspeed, it'll definitely drop a wing. Apart from the difficult build and iffy stall characteristics, I was very pleased with my purchase, especially for the price. Thanks for watching, bye.